Many thanks for joining us on the show today. It's a beautiful day to talk sports, and we are here to give you the very best of it. It's still a public holiday to some of you out there, and I hope you are spending it right. I've got a big personality on the show today, and he's the chairman of Fit and Tricks International. He is Valentine Ozigbo. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you here.
Pleasure. Always wonderful to be here.
Now, before talking about freestyle football, do you love boxing?
I like it when I see Nigerians winning.
Now, your quick opinion about what happened to Anthony Joshua?
Quite surprising. If I had to bet, I would never have imagined that the Mexican would, deal that blow with on Anthony Joshua. But I see a lot of Potbelly Association people now warming up and thinking that they're better than the six packs. But let's see. But I think Anthony's going to make a comeback, and he's going to reclaim his title. I believe so.
Well, there's a talk that talks about a rematch going on, but we don't know. The date is not precise, but sometime around November or December. Yeah. We'll be talking about freestyle football and also the third edition of the African Freestyle Football Championship, which will be hosted again by Fit and Tricks International. But first, let's see what went down last year at the championship, and when we return, we'll be speaking with our guests.
Freestyle football, as described by the World Freestyle Football Association, is the art and sport of juggling a football using all parts of the body to entertain the audience and outperform opponents via a fusion of tricks with a ball, dance, and music. After various competitive rounds in freestyling, Blessed Akabude emerged as the winner of the Nigerian Championship, displacing McCarthy, who won it in 2017. Here are some of his moves. In the female category, Nigerian female footballer Rashida Ajibade retained her crown as Nigeria's Queen of Freestyle Football. The reward for their efforts, 500,000 Naira cash prize. The event had in attendance ex-footballers such as Samson Siasia, Wahid Akoni, John Fashanu, and popular OAP Olisa Adibwa. World record holder Iya Traore of Guinea, who is based in Paris, France, also gave his thoughts on freestyle football.
Freestyle football is take more influence in the world, and then in African football freestyle too. When I saw some guy make tricks, and I'm feel happy because I start this very long time. We don't have this opportunity. Now Nigerian people give this opportunity to African younger people to show their talent. So I think now younger, you need to work hard to show your talent, because this is Africa, this is Nigeria. They give this opportunity, keep it.
Welcome back. Last year it was exciting, but this year promises to be more fun, and I definitely will be there to enjoy the very best of freestyle football. I'm not there to juggle the ball, but I'm just going to watch and enjoy the very best of it. Once again, welcome to the show, Valentine Ozigbo.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Do you know how to juggle the football?
I like to be honest. No, yeah. I don't, but I just love it. It's something I am extremely passionate about. And for me, freestyle football actually is one skill that I think has been under-celebrated. If you know the difficulty, spinning the ball, juggling around with your body, every part of your body, if you know the difficulty to keep that balance, you would appreciate these young men and women. True. And that is actually what we saw at Fit and Tricks when we founded this company 2 years ago. We thought that if I look at the mirror, because if you know me very well, I'm in the midst of every part of entertainment, and I've seen the mirage of those talents, and I can tell you there's none you can compete and compare with freestyle football. So instead of leaving this to just for the grassroots, and after they perform, they're begging, let's create a platform where they can actually be nurtured, grown, developed, and celebrated. And so our mission is to push these guys to stardom where they actually, honestly belong.
Yeah, true. We know you're in collaboration with the World Freestyle Football Association. Now, when did this partnership start, and where are we expecting it to head to?
It's not just collaboration, it's exclusivity. So there's not going to be any other company or individual organizing Africa Freestyle Football Championship on this continent except Fit and Tricks, and it's going to go on for another 5 years, obviously renewable. So actually what happened, 2017, I saw this beautiful game when two friends came to me, and we felt, wow, this is actually incredible. Let's push this. So I went on, started searching for the contacts of the world body. There has to be a world body governing this. So that's how I found Daniel Woods, who is the co-founder, and I eventually reached out to him on social media. We exchanged phone numbers. I eventually visited London. We had a meeting, and I said to him, I'd like to take full exclusivity for this because I'm going to take it to the level where it should be. And I saw clips of what they've done around the world. I said to him, don't worry, we're going to beat all this you've shown me. And eventually, that 2017, we hosted the first ever Nigerian championship. I made sure that he came physically to witness it, and it was completely wild. And we actually broke a number of world records, including the highest participation by females, female gender, including the prize money. We were able to splash almost about 20 million in prizes, especially given the support we received from the likes of GSC Motors, who donated a brand new car. We offered the winner opportunity to represent Nigeria in the global championship, and all expense paid. And eventually in 2018, it was actually the same. Our intention was, okay, let's do first 3 years in Nigeria and then move to Africa. And they said to us, what we've done in 2017, why not go ahead and do the Africa? And so that's how we actually staged the first ever Africa Freestyle Football Championship.
2018.
2018, and that's what the clip you've just shown. And that same 2018, we sent a strong signal that actually we are receiving signal that why don't you host the entire world? And that's where we're headed.
Wow, and it's not going to be a huge challenge to host the entire world since you've done 2017 and 2018.
Precisely. The infrastructure is there. We have a great team, and as long as we can have enough money, and that's why sponsors, you need to come on board.
Very true.
We need you more than ever, because this is one platform that has a lot of uniqueness. The freshness, the ingenuity is incredible, and even more importantly, I like to emphasize this. This is one game of football that has broken that gender bias. You're married, take a clip of this, show to your wife, show to your girlfriend, and see what expression comes from them.
Very true.
The same people that would see you watching, a Chelsea Arsenal match and want to switch a channel, they are going to be completely, glued to this one.
Very true. I totally agree with you. But as we look forward to the championship this year, what are the plans in terms of registration and participation, both from the competitors and the audience?
So if you visit our website, fitandtricks.com, you will see a lot of these details. So this year, we thought we don't do anything, we're not static as a company. We want to improve on whatever we start. So this year, we need to go deeper and wider. So on the depth, we have introduced regional auditions. Regional auditions means that we want participation by different parts of Nigeria. So in Lagos, we will be hosting the Southwestern audition. That will be on the 22nd of June this month, and at the Yaba Road Park.
Okay.
So that's where it's going to happen the whole day. A week after, on the 30th of June, we will be in Warri. There's the best Brown Center that I think is the best. Actually, when I was speaking to Amaju Pinnick, I said to me, this is actually the best event center in Nigeria.
Wow.
So I hope I haven't been there, but I will see it on the 30th of June when we host the South audition in Warri. And then we'll move to Owerri for the Southeast. That will be on the 6th of July.
Okay.
That's where we host for the entire Southeastern zone. And then we thought we should host Abuja edition for the Northern zone. And that will be on the 13th of July. Now, we will select 32 finalists. There will also be prizes at these regional auditions. But 32 finalists will emerge from these 4 auditions.
Wow.
That will then represent Nigeria in the African Championship. And first of all, the Nigerian Grand Finale, which will happen on September 14th, and then the African Championship, which will happen on September 15th. But in between, we're also going wider. Wider in the sense that we are introducing Pana. Pana is an incredible, amazing, one-on-one type of game where there is actually a small monkey post that you dribble past the opponent and score your goals. And these are, there are also technical ways that these are usually assessed. The WFFA, they are fully responsible for the entire technical part. So they send the judges. Last year we had 3 world champions as judges. This year, they're also going to send the list of judges soon, which we're going to announce to the public. So we are getting ready for this year.
Wow, well, totally packaged for this year. I'm talking about the judges and officials that we had last year. We saw the likes of John Fashiono, Ian Traore, Benetti. They were all on ground to witness this. Also Kate Henshaw and the likes, Wahid Akoni. Who are we expecting this time around in terms of ambassadors and all?
My phone has not stopped ringing. A lot of people want to be on this list, and we are careful. We want to make sure there's enough diversity because this is fusion of the entire entertainment ecosystem.
Sure.
So we want to make sure music is represented, sports represent, football in particular is fully represented. But one of the issues we also care about is the brands that are coming behind us. I want to explain this carefully. Because we are in partnership with certain sponsors or media organizations, that tend to exclude a number of people. For instance, I intend that JJ Okocha is one of our ambassadors this year, but if we have a particular betting company as a sponsor and he's representing another betting company, he won't show his face. So we are trying to balance all of that before announcing our ambassadors for this year. So stay tuned. You'll be first to know.
Of course, I will be first to know. I will surely bring that to viewer out there. And you mentioned something about Amaju Pinnick, the president of the Nigeria Football Federation. Now, the federation, are they in any sort of partnership with Freestyle Fit and Tricks International?
So what we tried to do, because this is actually another sport of football, and for NFF they support totality of anything football, whether grassroots or freestyle or so. When I started this, I called Amaju, had a meeting with him. He was extremely excited, and he did a video recording to show his endorsement. Actually sent a letter accompanying that. Eventually, when the winner emerged, NFF actually provided some little cash support for the winners of the championship. So they're fully together with us, and they show their presence fully in all our engagements, and not just at the national level, but also even at the Lagos state level. So we have letters from the Lagos State Sports Association, Football Association. So we are in total support and collaboration with the NFF. Yeah.
Wow, great one coming from Fit and Tricks. And as we look forward to the event, the championship for this year, I'm sure we'll enjoy the very best of football in that one. But let's quickly see more of what happened last year. Last year was exciting. I was really blown out of proportion in that one. I saw interesting football tricks from these young guys, and I actually felt like I could do this. And when I tried it, I know I found myself. I think I found myself in the hospital or something. But let's still enjoy more of the 2018 championship. We'll be right back.
It was a 3-day championship which had the best of freestyle, music, and dance.
Iya Traore showing us what he is made of, talking about freestyle football, the World Freestyle Football, and he is also a record holder. And I'm wondering if that record will be beaten in this year's competition, the 2019 edition of Fit and Tricks International Football Championship. Now, let's talk about the prize money. Last year, we know the winner went home with $3,000. I wish I was the one who went home with that money, actually. And he also got a salon car and also lots of consolation prizes for participants and all. Now, this year, have you confirmed what prizes will be won?
Before I get into prize, and let me actually tell you this, Iya Traore is such an amazing individual. So again, when I saw a lot of tricks this guy has performed, he's actually 3 times Guinness World Record holder. And there's actually something he did in China where he tried to juggle football backwards up to 70 meters without any safety gadget.
Wow.
And if you watched that, you will pay homage to that. That Iya Traore is incredible.
Totally agree with
after
you.
seeing that, I said to me, you're an African. Yes, you're based in France, but you've got to be at this championship. And behold, he was there. And Raquel Benetti was also another amazing lady from Brazil who juggles on high heels.
High heels, I saw her videos.
I talk about this because ladies, your high heel cannot be any excuse. It's done already, so you've got to break your own records.
Very true.
Now, about the prizes, so one of the things we want to achieve is really give hope and means of livelihood to these youngsters. They've never seen anything like this. They've never seen any platform like this. And from day one, we decided you're the reason we're doing this. And that's why we went our way to, in 2017, we provided a gift car prize of a brand new GSC car plus 1 million naira cash. And it's not just the first prize, the second, third, fourth, and all that. And not just for the male, there's also for the female. But car is usually provided for just one winner, not male and female. Because most often, for now, the male seems to be leading in this game. And I'm hoping that over time, the women will overtake, because really, all you need is a ball. There's no other, it's not about macho or whatever. It's really about talent and skill and innovation. Now, for last year, same thing, we also assured that, we didn't just assure, the car prize was provided at the ground of the event. So right from there, the car keys were available for the winner to go home with. Titi Kone emerged the African champion, and but unfortunately, it took us about 6 months of attempts to try and ship this car to Cote d'Ivoire. Wow. It was just impossible. So eventually we had to agree, okay, let's engage with the sellers of the car, let's agree a price. And we agreed the price, cash was provided, we paid it to Titi, and he's very excited. So that's what happened last year. This year, we are actually pushing to see to what extent we can still provide a car. But even if it's not available, we at least will guarantee at least about $20,000 to $30,000 in prizes across the various categories. There are the African Championship, the Nigerian Championship, and also the Pana Championship. So we will distribute these prizes to make sure that a lot of people get encouraged to keep, and it's beyond just the cash prize. There's a lot of other benefits. So the 2 winners, the Nigerian champion and the African champion last year, we got them the opportunity to perform at the Red Bull Global Championship in Poland. Wow. We got them their visa, we got them the flights, put them in a hotel, and everything is expense paid. And they were there to represent the 2 countries and the continent. So, and that happened. We actually also offered the African champion an opportunity to perform at a halftime match of a Chelsea in London. So date was actually agreed in February. Tickets were purchased, and unfortunately, he went for a UK visa application from his country. He was denied. That's how he lost that opportunity. Wow. So I'm also using this opportunity to plead on a lot of our foreign embassies to always we will try and do much to carry them along and actually bring them to the competition so they understand what this means to these individuals. So I want to assure that we will continue to do our best to promote and support these youngsters, because that's actually the reason we're doing this. We have not made a penny in terms of profit. This is actually about giving back. So it's really about promoting this sport that we call the king of sports in the world. And not only that, the sports that will also cut across the gender biases that we've seen in a lot of other sports, but also the sport that's meant for the grassroots. Because if you go around the places we do activation, you find that they are majorly predominant in Jegunle, in suburbs, basically. And that's why this year we are going more grassroots. That's why we're taking this beyond just Lagos to other parts of Nigeria. And we want also to replicate this in the African continent. What do I mean by this? We want to be able to have a regional audition in maybe East Africa for the Eastern countries, East African countries, in South Africa for Southern African countries, in Egypt, for instance, for Northern African countries. So, and that's how we mobilize a lot more, activate more at those levels. So, if discussions we're having with a couple of sponsors go exactly as we wish, this is one sport that Nigeria will be extremely proud of.
Very true. One sport Nigeria will be extremely proud of, and for some Nigerian football fans, they are not proud of the Flying Eagles because they crashed out of the Under-20 World Cup. But I'm sure Fit and Tricks International will make us excited with what we see when it comes to freestyle football. And yes, for Titi Kone, he won it last year, talking about the African Championship, and Akabude Blessed won for the Nigerian Championship. So Blessed is a Nigerian winner, and Titi Kone is actually the African champion. But let's see how Titi Kone won that one. And when we come back, we'll be wrapping up with our guest in the studio.
Aside the brand new salon car, $3,000 cash prize, representing Africa at the World Championships and performing at halftime of a live English Premier League match, the final was indeed a stern test of nerves, composure and talents as Ivorian Abdul Titi Kone and Egyptian Yusuf Riesco went to war.
3, 2, 1, freestyle football!
The winner of the first ever African Championship of Freestyle Football. Ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Feet and Tricks, the winner of the 2018 Freestyle Football African Championship, walking away with $3,000, a brand new car, and a trip to London, is 3, 2, 1, and who it is?
Titi Kone winning the African Championship right there, and we keep saying congratulations to him. And for this year's competition, the last year's winners, are they allowed to compete and defend their title?
Of course, if you like and win it 10 times, so you better just, if you want to take over, if you want to beat them, you better get better in your act. So yes, they are clearly allowed to compete again, and we had our press conference on the May 29th, and we actually brought the 2 champions to again underscore the importance of this to them, what has happened since they are winning the championship, and because we've carried on with them, engaged them. We want to see how they can become brand ambassadors and actually begin to have a lot of independence when it comes to managing themselves and economically. So yes, they are indeed allowed to compete and defend their championship.
All right, they're allowed to compete and defend the championship, and we're looking forward to that one. Like we said, on this 14th of September, we'll be seeing the Nigerian championship, and on the 15th, we'll be seeing the one for the African championship. And on the 22nd of June at Roe Park, Yaba, to be precise, we'll be seeing the competition go down, talking about the auditions right there. We'll be picking out 32 competitors for this year's championship. Thank you very much for coming to the studio.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We look forward to Feet and Tricks International, talking about the African Freestyle Football Championship in a partnership with the WFFA, the World Football Freestyle Association. Well, my name is Udoka and Jock. Hope you enjoyed the package. Do enjoy the rest of your day.